Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm Alexis Lopez TCG. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Avatar and Magic the Gathering bundles. Which one should you pick up? We have the regular bundle and we have the aptly named Commander's bundle. Now, what do they each contain and what can we get inside of them? And honestly, which was worth the pickup? At the time of this recording, you can pretty much easily find them both at MSRP at different retailers, Amazon, and of course TCG Player, which you can use my affiliate link down below to pick up stuff that you need, and of course I get a little kickback, so it helps with the channel. Now, what do they both have and what makes them so different? Let's go ahead and do a quick breakdown before we open them up. So, the regular Avatar bundle, we're going to look at it here. It has 9 play booster packs that come with it. It has an all art traditional foil Momo, friendly flyer. It also includes 5 traditional foil and 5 regular full art Oppo lands, including an oversized spin down life counter. Of course, the box itself here that you can use for storage, which I always really like. And as you can see behind, I have the Final Fantasy ones, which I always keep using as well. Now, the Commander's bundle. Why is it called the Commander's bundle and not just like a collector bundle or anything else? Well, this is why. The Commander's bundle comes with 9 play booster packs as well, but it also includes a couple extras that the other one doesn't have. Even though it's not really in the images here, it does include 1 collector booster pack as well. It does have 10 traditional foil and 10 regular basic lands. It also includes special Magic the Gathering Avatar, The Last Airbender versions of Sol Ring, Arcane Signet, and Swift Boot Boots guaranteed. Now, why do I say guaranteed? Well, those 3 come in the actual box, but you do get 2 other ones as well that are different for each box that is opened. So it's 2 Magic the Gathering Avatar Last Airbender Commander Bundle Booster Fun cards. That's what they call it. It's just pretty much reprints of Commander cards that people use in a special Avatar art. Of course, this one also comes with the Last Airbender click wheel. Instead of a spin down, it's a little wheel that comes with it. Of course, we'll look at that. And then the actual box itself is a little bit shinier, has a foiling kind of it on top of it. Of course, we'll look at that as well. So that's the quick differences between both bundles. Let's go ahead and jump in with the regular bundle and see what we get inside. All right, so with the regular bundle, obviously we have the packaging here that you can see. We have one of the things I really like is like the art on the boxes where it lets you know that here's a teardown. Go ahead and open it this way. We talked about Spider-Man having like the webbing on it. That was really, really cool. And small little details like that I do enjoy seeing when it comes to the packaging of these products, which we have inside. We have a little art as well. It's double-sided. Oh, this is actually really, really nice. I like the pencil sketching kind of version of it. It's one of the biggest things that I'm always a fan of, kind of like the pencil sketching. So really, really cool. Double-sided art here included in the box. We have the bundle itself. So when we open it up, we have Aang on one side. I don't know all the characters, unfortunately, so I don't know who this character is, and I apologize for that. But you can see there the art on both sides of the bundle box. Then included inside, we're going to take this off so you guys can see this. We have little pop-outs of the same characters that were on both sides, including other like counter tokens and the different things that you can use as well. All right. Let's check this out. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 play booster packs. We're going to open those. We have the spin down here, which is actually really, really nice. I actually like the coloring on this one. It's pretty simple to see, which is always really, really good. You want simplicity. You want to be able to see it. You don't want to have to try to figure out what it is. So it has like a lot of like glittery foil inside, but it's very clear. And of course, the Aang being the 20, and then we have the 1 being the Magic the Gathering symbol. So very, very cool. Always adds to more spin down dice that you can use. We have the Oppo lands here. Gonna check that out. So you can see here the full art Oppo lands that come included. Very, very nice. Let's actually look at them a little bit closer here. Plains, the island, the forest, the swamp, which by the way, I would have thought this was the forest, but this card as well is also used in another art for the Great Henge reprint in the bonus sheet. So I'm hoping we open one of those today. That'd be really great. Then we have the mountain. And lastly, the forest here as well. So you can see the little Appa there. And then just the regular lands for the actual set. All right, let's open up the little other packaging. This one has an all art Momo card. So you can see here we have Momo, Friendly Fire, the foil legendary creature Lemur Bat Ally, which by the way, really nice card. It lessens the cost of the next, non-lemur creature spell with flying that you cast. So it's really good. People are using this with Quantum Riddler, for example, because it does reduce the actual cost of warp. So if you haven't checked that out yourself, well, here's a little tip for you. Cast this on turn 1, and then you cast the Quantum Riddler on turn 2 for just 1, because it's 1 in a blue for the warp, but this reduces it by 1, so just a blue. Really nice card, Momo. And here we have the same lands, but in foil, as you can tell here. Actually, not too bad. The plane so far was the best one. This forest one actually looks really nice with the art. And then the regular lands as well in foil. All right, we're going to put that to the side. We're going to open up these play booster packs and see what we get. All right, starting with pack number 1. These are, again, from the regular Avatar bundle. So obviously they both have 9 play booster packs, but the Commanders bundle also includes the collector booster pack. So hopefully we get something good out of all of these packs today. Very nice. I'm going through them a little bit faster. The set's already been out for a little bit, but I will try to point out different cards that I like and call out, cards that are being used in certain ways. For example, Sal the Moonslayer. I'm seeing people test this out in a different mono red package as well, kind of aggressive. Obviously this has menace, non-basic lands enter tap. It's kind of a representation of a blood moon, because of the reason is, as long as Zal has a conquer counter on him, non-basic lands are mountain. So it's really nice way to kind of have blood moon in standard now. Obviously it's not specifically blood moon the way that a regular blood moon card is, but really good. I'll have blood moon here right next to it as I'm talking about it, so you guys can see the comparison to what that is. So that is the rare for the pack. And then we have Corrupt Court Official as a foil and the mountain. So now Corrupt Court Official I really like. It's a good way to disrupt the enemy's hand with discard. Allies is very big here, so whenever another ally you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So allies is a very big one. So if you're drafting or doing anything with limited, that's a good kind of archetype to go with white ally, and then just pair it with anything else. All right, moving along here. Fire Nation Raider, Palace Inspector, Lost Days, Airbending. Ooh, Badger Mole. So this is not the Badger Mole that we're looking for, but Badger Mole Cub. If we see it in Mythic, it's an insane card that just keeps rising in value because it does so much. And if we see it, hopefully we can talk about it here today. Cat Gator, Soka, Knowledge Seeker. Oh, we do get a Mythic, but not the Badger Mole Cub. We get Fated Firepower here. X and 3 red. Flash, this enchantment enters with X fire counters on it. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals damage plus an amount of damage equal to the number of fire counters on this enchantment instead. Very wordy, which just means a lot of damage coming through. And then Rough Rhino Cavalry. Ooh, another full art plane. This is a Momo. That's actually pretty cool. I did not see these before. And then the actual beautiful tokens that they come included with this is really cool. With for the allies. Big fan of those tokens. Oh, it looks like we got a reprint here. Let's see what we get. All right, we got Earthbending Lesson, Cunning Maneuver, Sold Out, Flexible, Waterbending. Oh, Otter Penguin, Zuko, Suki, Fatal Fisher. I've been testing this card out in Orzhov Aristocrats. Orzhov Aristocrats is a main standard deck where there's a lot of sacrifice happening. So this card itself is an instant 1 in a black. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, you Earthbend. So you kind of, if your creature's going to die anyway, which is you're very aggressive with Orzhov Artifacts, you kind of post this on there right before it dies. So it does give you Earthbending 4 as well, which is really good. Because most of the time, the Aristocrats that you're using are like 1 power or 2 power creatures that are really low powers. And then they give you extra bonuses as they die. So not only is this one going to obviously see that dying, it's also going to give you Earthbending 4, which is adding 4 counters to a land. And obviously making it a creature as well. So it's really good. You're going to get a lot of benefits out of this one so far. We have Fire Lord Zuko here in rare. Combustion Technique. Kyoshi Village. Oh, so it wasn't a reprint. It was the actual double-sided card that you can use. So that was actually threw me off a little bit. Really funny. I got. I got. Let's see what else we have in here. Check out my Hog Monkey. Oh, it'll Quenchia, Avatar Enthusiast, Messenger Hawk, really nice card. Ozai's Cruelty, Destined Confrontation. Jiang Deserter, White Lotus. Ooh, nice. We get a borderless Zuko Conflicted rare. Rakdos, so black and a red, legendary creature, human rogue. So a lot of choices there as a Zuko Conflicted comes into play. Then we have the foil Otter Penguin. By the way, the reprints that are on the set for the bonus sheets, you only get about 1 in every 26 packs in the play boosters. That's pretty much based on what Wizards has said and put out for their actual math for the actual play booster packs. It used to be, for example, with Age of Eternities and Final Fantasy, I believe it was 1 in every 3 packs you got some sort of reprint. But in this case with Spider-Man and with Avatar, you only get them 1 every 26 packs. So hopefully we do get a reprint today as well. So we'll see what we get. Again, just calling it out as we see it, and trying to go through the actual packs themselves. Azula on the Hunt. We get the last Agni Kai, 1 in red rare. You get a foil Iroh's Demonstration. Again, one of my favorite things about the foiling when it comes with like nature or any of those elements, they really do well in foiling, and I honestly think they pop out really well. Boiling Rock Prison and Copy. All right. By the way, if you have pulled out anything crazy in your packs, as always, please let me know in the comments below. Anything you're looking forward to pulling and all that. Obviously, let me know how your pulls are going for Avatar. I'm always interested to see how well you guys do when you guys open up your packs. And of course, let me know how you do in your tournaments and your pre-releases. It's always great to hear how you all doing when it comes to the new sets. The Lion Turtle, rare. Hey, Toph, hard-headed teacher in foil. 2 red and a green Gruul, so a legendary creature, human warrior ally. A lot of people are really liking Toph here as well. So coming in rare and foil, really nice combination there. And ally tokens. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this set has been a lot of fun to open and a lot of fun to just look through and play at the pre-release, and honestly just checking out the new limited and draft environment for it. It's really good. Nice. Boomerang Basics. Now, this card itself is really good. A lot of people are using it in the new, well, not the new bounce packages, but the bounce packages for standard. For example, Esper Bounce itself has taken over a lot of the bounce package where it used to be like Orzhov Bounce, Esper Bounce. You kind of can choose one or the other. The reason Esper Bounce is taking over is because of this card. Boomerang Basics. For 1 blue, it's a sorcery. You can return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So you of course want to bring and bounce something back from the battlefield to your hand so you can play it again. But if you control that permanent, you draw a card. So not only do you return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, which it means it could be your own or your opponent, but if you controlled it, you also draw a card. So it gives you a different bonus if you do stuff and bounce stuff back to your hand. So it's really good in those bounce packages for yourself because you get 2 bonuses out of it. You get the card that you wanted back in your hand, you draw a card, and then you get to play the same card that you bounce back and get more effects out of it, which is usually like removal or some sort of draw effect and anything like that. So really good Esper bounce package. Boomerang Basics, really good card that we're using in there. We have the rare Firebender Ascension, 1 in a red rare. Pillar Launch Foil, Foggy Bottom Swamp, and Ballistic Boulder. Very nice. Let's see what else we have here. Watery Grasp. Firebending Lesson, really nice card. I like that one, especially in limited. Southern Air Temple. Ooh, we get a rare Avatar Destiny 2 green Enchantment Aura. Enchantment creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard and is an avatar in addition to its other type. When enchanted creature dies, mill card is equal to its power. Return this card to its owner hand and up to 1 creature card mill this way to the battlefield under your control. Really nice. Oh, hey, look at that. We get the Great Divide Guide, 1 in a green. This is actually one of our pre-release stamped cards that we got during the pre-release weekend. So very nice to get it in like showcase art here in the 1 in a green, Great Divide. And then the Fire Nation Warship. So double rare pack, really nice. Really nice showcase and double rare to finish it up for this bundle so far. Let's see what we get in our last pack. Hopefully we get a really nice hit as well. Badger Cub, that'd be insane. I'm just saying that card keeps going up and I definitely need it. as well for standard. A lot of people playing 4-ofs, and that's really expensive. But we get Katara the Fearless, green, white, and a blue legendary creature human war ally, including Ong at the Crossroads. Now, this card is very interesting. People are trying it, and also different variation of like a bounce package with airbending, obviously. So this one is flying, and when Ong enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card with mana value 4 or less from among them into the battlefield. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. When another creature you control leaves the battlefield, transform Ong at the beginning of the 4/4. Sorry, at the beginning of the next upkeep. So that means on your opponent's upkeep as well. Now, this is very interesting because people are playing this with the new 2 white Appa, which is the mythic one, which is when it comes in, you can choose stuff to bounce back. You bounce a specific card, you bring this one back, and then you have another airbending card in which you bounce Appa, and then the other one reduces exile cost of things, so it costs 0 to bring stuff back from airbending exile. So it just kind of goes infinite, really crazily fast. But here's Ong Destined Survivor, Savior. Jesus Christ, I couldn't read that out. Ong Destined Savior. So yeah, very, very interesting. People are testing that out in standard. So I mean, it's really cool to, unfortunate if you're at the other side of it and you're getting hit with those infinites, but really, really crazy cool to see it happening and the combo pop off really, really well. All right, so those were the rares for this package. So this is Ong, Katara, Great Divide Guide. Honestly, great art on this one. Avatar Destiny, Firebender Ascension, Toph, Hard-Headed Teacher, The Lion Turtle, The Last Agni, Zuko Conflicted, Firelord Zuko, so double Zuko, and then Zale the Moonslayer. And then our mythic for the bundle was Fated Firepower. All right, we're going to put those to the side. Let's go ahead and look at the Commander's bundle and see what comes with it. All right, so again, reiterating what comes in the Commander's bundle, it's the 9 play boosters, 1 collector booster pack. We also get, of course, the Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Swiftfoot Boots, and 2 random Commander cards, as well as the clicker and, of course, the packaging. So this one doesn't have like a teardown at the top, but it does have it at the bottom here, so you can easily open it up for yourself. Or just do it horribly like I did. All right, so this one also comes with art. So we have the double-sided art here coming through as well. Very, very nice, kind of like obviously showing off the different characters from the show as well. All right, so of course we have Appa. We have all the characters riding Appa, and then we have Momo. And again, it's like a foiling texturing on, not texturing, excuse me, like a foiling paper on the actual box, which is really, really cool, really nice. All right. Again, we have the cutouts for Appa and different characters. We have some tokens that you can pull out, and then we have Momo here as well. So here's the clicker, which honestly I really enjoy. Really good, especially when you have it at a table. It doesn't easily like flip over or anything like that, and it has those different symbols and avatar. So really, really cool to have that as well. So of course we have the collector booster. We have the actual play booster packs. So we're gonna open up the collector booster at the end, play booster packs first, and then we have the packaging with the cards in here. Wait, I almost forgot. You don't want to throw this away when it comes for the actual collector booster or commander's bundle. The reason is, if you'll see inside, the cards are right there for the actual commander card. The packaging there makes it really easy to throw it to the side and throw away, because even though it's not like stuck to it the way that it's put there, it's going to appear there most of the time when you just kind of do that and don't really look in there. So be careful when you're checking this out. Other people and other YouTubers have obviously commented on that, so I just want to make sure I also commented on it as well. Don't forget and don't throw away your card. So after the actual the collector booster pack, we're going to open this up to see what the actual commander cards that we got as well. All right, so these are just going to be the foil lands, but let's go ahead and look through them. All right, yeah, so these are just the foil lands here as well, and then including the the rest of them in basic foil, and then non-foil Appa to regular. So pretty much like the same thing in the other one, but just all in one little plastic bundle. All right, let's see what we get in our packs today for the Commanders bundle. Obviously, as we open these up, you'll see the pricing that I put next to them so you can see what their values are. So you can decide for yourself which one you want to pick up if you see it at retailers for yourself. Allied token, Forest. So this was going to show the rares at the front. So it's going to be Rabaru Troop Foil. And then we have the Fire Nation Drill. 2 black, legendary artifact vehicle. When Fire Nation Drill enters, you may tap it. When you do, destroy target creature with power 4 or less. You can pay 1 and permanent your opponent's control who lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. And you can crew it for 2. Actually, really nice card so far. And it has trample. Then we have Earthen Ally as our other rare. This creature gets +1/+0 for each color among allies you control, and then you can pay 2 in Wooburg for Earthbend 5. Really nice card. Bran. Let's see. We're going through that really quickly. All right. So are you enjoying the Avatar set, folks? I mean, let me know down in the comments below. And let me know what bundle, just right off the regular stuff that you get, not opening the packs, would you be choosing to pick up yourself? Obviously comparing the price, comparing what you get inside, which one looks best to you. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. We have Airbender Ascension, rare 1 in a white enchantment. And then we have the other uncommons is here as well. 4 uncommons in this one, very nice. I'm looking for more Boomerang basics, so hopefully I can get those so I can use that Esper Bounce deck as well. I'm still trying to decide between Simic Aggro or Esper Bounce for the actual standard RCQ season to begin with. Esper Bounce is a lot of fun. Simic Aggro is obviously very fast, very go wide with counters. So we'll see what we choose in the end. All right, Deserter's Discipline. We have Firebending Student, another card that a lot of people are talking about. 1 in a red, human monk with prowess. Firebending X, where X is this creature's power. So obviously it has prowess. So as you cast spells, as you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. When you tap this, it gives you Firebending X, where X is a creature's power. And then you can add to that on top of it with using that Firebending for more spells, and of course, giving this more prowess. So obviously you want to do the prowess stuff first, because once you attack, the Firebending already happens. There's no real moment in between where you can kind of cast something else to give it more prowess using the Firebending stuff and all that in between. So it's an interesting thing because it makes you want to be more aggressive at the beginning as opposed to casting spells in the middle based on the power that you want to do there. So that's the rare. So Toph the Blind Bandit coming through here as well. Giant Koi. I mean, speaking of great art, this set has had some great art, which is really nice to see. Again, the tokens are just fantastic and really happy to see that. Foil Invasion Tactics. Ooh, another mythic in United Front. X white. Create X 1/1 white allied creature tokens, then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So you can make a bunch of tokens, and then you put a +1/+1 counter on every creature. So very crazy good, especially in a mono white deck. Really nice there. Invasion Reinforcements, Cruel Administration, and an Honest Work. No more Boomerang basics. What? I need more. I need 3 more for Boomerang basics. I need the playset. All right, let's keep going. So far, some really good hits. We're still hoping for a Badger Mole Cub coming out of here. So foil, Glider Staff, and then another Zao, the Moonslayer, in rare. Momo, Playful Pet. Momo had to make an appearance here for us. But again, no Boomerang basics. Boomerang basics are in comments, so that's why I'm looking through the comments to see what we get there as well. All right, food. Plains, foil, Tiger Dillo, and then we have Diligent Zookeeper, 3 in a green for human citizen ally rare. Oh, another rare here in Fire Nation Palace. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land. It adds red, or you can pay 1 in a red, tap this, and then target creature you control gains Firebending 4 until end of turn. Very nice. Firebending Scroll, Wolfbat, and the Otter Penguin. Oh, hold on. Let's see. We have 2 more play boosters to go after this one, and then we go into collector booster pack, followed by our commander cards to see what we got. Hoping you'll get some great hits in those as well. Merchant of Many Hats foil. And then we have Beifong's Bounty Hunters. So 2 black and a green. So Golgari rare card here as well. Jody, one of many, an uncommon. Professor Say, and then Seismic Sense. Looking like that Boomerang basic is a little bit more rare than I thought. It's always interesting to see like an uncommon card be difficult to pull out. And even though a lot of people are using it and stuff like that, really, really nice. First Time Flyer in foil, and then we have South Pole Voyager, 1 in a white, Human Sky Ally in rare. Earth Kingdom General, June Bounty Hunter, Ty Lee, and then Foggy Swamp. Yep. All right, last play booster pack for the box, for the bundle, which we got 1 mythic and the rest were rare. So far, exactly what we matched up with the other bundle box. Again, what you get is always going to be different for each bundle. It's not always going to be like 1 mythic and then a bunch of rares based on the 9 packs. It's just, you know, random numbers there. So we can't go too much into that. So Canyon Crawler. And then we have the Unagi of Kyoshi Island 3 blue. We do get a reprint here. So we get Elemental Bond, 2 in a green enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with power 3 or greater enters, draw a card. So this is a mythic actually. But yeah, these are the reprints or the bonus sheets included in Avatar. Again, it's 1 in every 26 play booster packs. I believe you get 1 guaranteed reprint or 1 bonus sheet card in each collector booster pack. But again, what you get is always going to be different each time. So Elemental Bond, 2 in the green here coming through. And of course they're using, I'm not sure if it's art or screenshots from the actual show, but here we are, Avatar. And then can we get another Boomerang Basics? We do not. I believe the bonus sheet takes the place of one of the common slots. So that. All right, collector booster pack. Let me know we get something good juju from you all, folks. Send me some good luck. Hopefully we get a great hit here. Maybe a Neon Ink, which are only available in the collector booster pack. That would be insane. Really insane. Do I want to start from the back? It looks like I do. All right, so we're going to go with the commons. Ostrich Horse. Foggy Bottom Swamp. Zuko's Exile. Combustion Man. By the way, this card is insane and limited. 3 red Human Assassin. Whenever Combustion Man attacks, destroy target permanent unless its controller has Combustion Man deal damage to them equal to his power. So you tap it to attack. You then target something that is going to get destroyed. By the way, target permanent, so it could be anything. It could be a land, it could be a enchantment, artifact, or another creature that they have on the field. And the opponent can then choose to not let that permanent get destroyed, but they have to take 4 damage. Once they take the 4 damage, we go to the rest of obviously blocking, attack, blocking and damage. And then this can still do the 4 damage on top of that already is going through happen. So really crazy card in limited, really good card in limited. And it won me a couple games with the pre-release for sure. Then we have Ozai's Cruelty. Yeah, a lot of people forget that it can also destroy lands. It doesn't say target non-land permanent, it just says target permanent. Zao Ruthless Admiral. You see some of the curling already, by the way, with the foils. Wolfco Villager. This is from the Jumpstart. This creature enters tap. From the Eternal. Oh, Giant Fly. 2 in a red. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. We have Zao, the Seething Flame Menace with 5/5. All right, here we go. We have the Foil Island with the Momo. And let's see what the hits are for the rares. We have Omai, Scornful Striker rare, 1 in a black. First strike, whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. So not only your opponent, but you as well. So don't be mindful of that. But it's a really good card as well. Especially if you're playing against like an Is It player or something. Whew. Tale of Momo, 2 in a white, extended art, sorcery. This spell costs 2 less to cast if a creature left the battlefield under your control this turn. Bounce package. Search your library and or graveyard for an allied creature card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Tale of Momo. Why is he so sad? No. Who hurt my boy? Then we have extended art, the Mechanist, Aerial Artisan, 2 and a blue. Legend creature, human artificer ally. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue token. Tap this card, and until end of turn, target artifact token you control becomes a 3/1 construct artifact creature with flying. Wow, really, really good. And our reprint is Imprisoned in the Moon, 2 and a blue. Enchantment aura, enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap to add colorless and loses all other card types and abilities. Imprisoned in the Moon is our reprint for this one. So it is another reprint there for another mythic technically. Sorry, I didn't put the rares where they're supposed to go. All right, last few cards here. We have the token, of course, that we saw as the clue and the ally. And then the last rare for the pack is, oh, that's actually a really, really good pull. Wang Shi Tong Librarian, borderless foil mythic. This is another card that I did not even think about or talk about because I was so focused on the Badger Mole Cub. But Wang Shi Tong Librarian, X blue. It's a legendary creature, bird spirit. Flash, flying vigilance. When Wang Shi Tong enters, put X +1/+1 counters on him, then draw half X cards, rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches their library, put a +1/+1 counter on Wang Shi Tong and draw a card. So whenever you're playing like different formats, like in Modern, where a lot of people are going to be fetching their lands and searching the library, you get to add a +1/+1 counter and draw a card. You also have different formats in Commander where people are also fetching and breaking cards, searching for stuff, tutoring for stuff. So it's a really, really good card. And of course it has flash. You can bring it in as they're about to, they put let's say they crack the fetch land, they have that on the stack, you flash this in and then you get the benefit from them searching the library. Of course, really, really good in those areas, but in Standard you do have people playing like Fabled Passage where they're looking for lands as well because of the mono green land standard decks and all that. But beautiful card, and really, really did not think we were gonna hit this one today. Wow. Okay, that was just insane hit here to finish it off on the collector booster pack, but we're not done just yet. Let's see what we get in our Commander cards, which again, don't forget and don't throw them away. I wanted to make sure I reiterate that, even though you all might have thought I'd thrown it away. It was all part of the plan, or maybe I did forget, and I wanted to make sure I called it out then. We'll never know. It's called acting, ladies and gentlemen. It's called pizzazz. Yeah, okay, maybe I forgot. All right, whatever. All right, so beautiful arcane signet here coming through. These are not foil, by the way. I do want to make sure I reiterate that. So arcane signet. We get the soul ring, which honestly, like a lot of the soul rings that we've gotten in Secret Lair haven't been that great. And this soul ring, I think, is pretty fantastic with the art. Then we get the Swift Foot Boots. And then see our hits for the Commander cards. You get Entomb. Unfortunately, just got banned in Legacy. So, not as great as it could have been. But it would have been a great one. And then we ended up with Deflecting Swat. Very nice hit as well for our Commander cards. So 2 in a red here. And then we have, of course, the Entomb for the double Commander cards. So, all right, these are the rares that we got for the actual Commanders bundle. I'm not really sure if these are considered rares because they just have the promo symboling. So like Entomb, Swiftfoot Boots, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, of course the Deflecting Swat. We have the Mai Scornful Striker, Tale of Momo, the Mechanist, Aerial Artisan, Do Not Give Kyoshi Island, South Pole Voyager, Beifong's Bounty Hunters, Fire Nation Palace, The Legend Zookeeper, Zao the Moonslayer, Firebending Student, Airbender Ascension, Earthen Ally, the Fire Nation Drill. And then our mythics, we got, of course, the beautiful Wang Shi Tong Librarian borderless in foil, which is fantastic. The reprints of Imprisoned in the Moon and Elemental Bond. And then we got United Front as well for the actual Play Booster Pack. So 2 Play Booster Pack mythics and 2 Collector Booster Pack mythics, which is actually really, really good. So there you have it, comparison between the both bundles. Hopefully I showed you right at the beginning what both bundles had and you saw the pricing for both, so you could decide for yourself which is the one that you want to pick up for yourself. Now, this is a great time to pick them up for a gift. Again, you can easily find them in retail, aka MSRP at the different retailers, or of course, using my affiliate link down below, TCG Player, to pick one up for yourself. Let me know down in the comments below, which one are you going to pick up for yourself? Are you going to go with the Commander's bundle, or are you going to go with the regular bundle? Of course, they're both fantastic choices. This set has been a lot of fun to open. As you can see, I just had some great hits today, but also the pre-release was a lot of fun, which means that the drafting environment is also going to be a lot of fun. And I've been drafting on Arena and I've been having a lot of fun with it there. So stay tuned. We're going to do some sealed gameplay on the channel. Again, if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and of course hit that bell notification to be notified of all the videos as they come out, so you can be tuned in for that sealed gameplay for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Again, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. And of course, let me know down in the comments below, what has been your greatest hits for Avatar so far? What have you enjoyed the most? And which one did you end up picking up for yourself? Take care of yourselves, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.